Who would ever think that downloading a huge app or game from the App Store will free you a ton of space on your iPhone? Well, that doesn't seem logical, but it actually happens. iOS has some really strange ways of managing the storage, and this is one of them. In this video, I will show you how to clear all the different trash files from your file system on your iPhone and gain a ton of free space, and this is one of them. Actually, iOS has a built-in self-cleaning trick or mechanism, whatever you want to call it, that will actually trigger the moment it thinks that there is not enough space on the device. Now, what this will do, this mechanism will basically just try to remove like files that iOS is not using to make space for the app or the game that you're trying to download. So all you have to do if your iPhone is on really low storage, go to the App Store and that will happen mainly in games because these are bigger files. Go to games here and find a really huge game, like 4 to 5 gigabytes, maybe even more. Something like these racing games like Real Racing 3, it's kind of quite big on the size, and try to download it even if you don't have enough storage. And iOS, even if it doesn't actually allow you to download it because it won't be able to clear that much space, it will still clear quite a lot of junk files from the system files on your device. That way you will gain way more free storage on your iPhone. Now, the ultimate cache cleaner on your iPhone will be force rebooting your device. That's something that everyone has to do, and I suggest you do that at least once a week. That's actually very useful. It's very easy to do. It will take you like a few seconds. All you have to do is volume up, volume down, press and hold the side button until you see the Apple logo, until of course the screen goes dark first, and then you see the Apple logo, you release it and you're good to go. Your iPhone has rebooted, and it will actually save you a ton of space by removing junk files from your file system, as easy as that. Now, to confirm that, all you have to do, just go ahead and head on to your general settings and go to the iPhone storage and take a look at the system files right here where it says system data. Force reboot your iPhone and come back. I guarantee you will have at least like 2 to 3 gigs more free space on your iPhone. That's because upon rebooting, it will of course remove a ton of junk files that are sitting there and are not necessary for your device. Now, of course, a lot of other things that you can do to remove files from your device that you don't actually need and are just taking up a ton of space that you probably need for your own personal things, and you probably have a way better use for. Now, one of them will be the analytics. These will also take quite a lot of space. So if you go ahead and go under privacy and security and then scroll down here, right down here where it says analytics and improvements, you will have here a ton of stuff that you can actually turn off. So all the analytics that you share with Apple, like your iPhone Watch analytics, you will have here things like improve Apple Pay, improve hand washing, improve health and activity, improve safety, improve Siri and dictionary. All these things will actually have files sitting there that will just take up a ton of space on your iPhone. The best thing you can do is just go ahead and completely turn them off. Now, another thing you can remove a ton of junk files from your device is by resetting the keyboard dictionary. That will save a ton of files on your device, but just be warned that if you do this, it will basically reset your keyboard to like default, like the first time you have opened or used your iPhone. Now, to do that, you can go ahead and go into the general settings, and then if you go right here to transfer or reset iPhone, you will be able to tap on reset, and you will have here the ability to actually go ahead and reset the keyboard dictionary. You can do this, but again, I wouldn't suggest you do this. I'll just show you guys the way how it works, but if you decide to do it, it will actually just reset everything. Now, one other reason you can use this is if you have an iPhone and you know the predictive words that you see on your keyboard are not showing properly, or you just want to reset them, you can actually reset them from here. Now, another way to do this is head on to Siri right here. Now, when you go to Siri, you will have here the apps, basically app access, and right here you will have all the apps from which Siri will learn, and it will of course index from them. And what it does is that it will basically take up a ton of space on your iPhone. You probably don't need apps to be all of them on Siri. Don't need Siri to search on all of your apps. Will just show you informations and suggestions from all of these apps. What I suggest you do is head on to Siri, go to the apps, and just check this list right here and make sure you have actually turned off the apps you don't need. Now, one thing that you will see on a few iOS apps that I hope one day we will see on all of the apps, a way to actually clear the cache. That's actually really good. But another thing is, on a lot of apps where you have different files, you will also have the recently deleted folders. I suggest that you go ahead and check all these folders on your devices. Like, you will have that on the Notes app, as you can see right here. You have it on Voice Memos, on the Files app, and you will also have it on the Photos app and Messages app. Go ahead and delete what you have on your trash bin right here. That will of course save you a ton of space, because if you don't actually remove them from here, they're still on your device. They are still taking up space on your device. You have not completely removed them from your device. Now, one other way which I really love about some apps on iOS is that they have a section where you can actually clear the cached files. Like, you will have that on Spotify, for example, or Snapchat, or even TikTok. These kinds of apps do actually have a section on their settings for storage, and you will be able to clear the cache directly from there. So that's actually really useful. Now, another thing you can do is, of course, delete apps that you're not using, because if an app is like 10 megabytes, it's not really taking 10 megabytes on your device. It's probably way more, because it will have a ton of other data actually saved on your device. Make sure you clear out all messages and attachments, and of course make sure you actually shorten the messages history life cycle, because just keeping messages forever and attachments will actually just occupy a ton of storage on your iPhone, especially if you have like conversations where you have a lot of photos and videos and different media sent from one message to another. That will take a ton of space on your device, so notice that as well. So these are a few different ways which you can remove the junk files from the file system and from the storage of your iPhone. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video, and of course subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one.